Hey guys, welcome back to yet another marvelous video. This one is for all the Mortal Kombat lovers out there. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most intriguing things from the Mortal Kombat universe, and it is one of the realms. This realm, which is often compared to Hell, plays a significant role in this series because it's where battles take place. So guys, join me as we explore the anatomy of the Netherrealm, talk about its origin, and see its impact on the Mortal Kombat universe. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. What constitutes the Netherrealm in Mortal Kombat lore? The world of Mortal Kombat is not just confined to one place. Multiple realms exist in this universe. Now, all these realms were created by the Elder Gods, who are basically these ancient beings who kinda set all the rules for how things work in this universe. These Elder Gods decided that if one of the realms wanted to conquer another one, it had to be done through a tournament, Mortal Kombat. This has 10 tournaments in a row. Win all these, and the realm that wins gets control of the one that loses. Now, if you think this is a very high-stakes system, well, that is just the way it works here. In Mortal Kombat Deception, 6 of these realms are described specifically in the manual. First, we have the Earth Realm, which is home to legendary warriors like Liu Kang, Jax Briggs, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, and Kung Lao. This realm is under the protection of the Thunder God, Raiden. It is the realm that is constantly under attack but always manages to fight back. Next, we have Outworld, a brutal, war-torn realm that is ruled by the one and only Shao Kahn. Outworld has spent centuries trying to conquer the other realms, including the Earth Realm. Sado, which is known as the Realm of Order, is on the opposite end. In this realm, structure and discipline are everything. It really matters a lot here. People here live by strict rules and chaos? Yeah, that's not really welcome here. Then we have the Realm of Chaos, which is the exact opposite of the Realm of Order. There are no rules and no order here, just change and turmoil. If you think Sado is all about control, then Chaos Realm is all about throwing control out the window completely. Next, we have Edenia, a beautiful and almost paradise-like realm that is known for its artistic expression. The people here live a very long time, but just because it is pretty does not mean it has not seen its share of battles. Finally, we have the Netherrealm, a fiery, hellish dimension where only the most wicked and corrupted beings can survive. It is home to dark warriors like Quan Chi and Noob Saibot. And let us just say, if you end up here, it's not because things are going great for you. Imagine a place where the ground is cracked and burning, the rivers flow with molten lava, and the remains of entire civilizations just float through the air like they are ghostly reminders of destruction everywhere. This place is not just one that is physically brutal, it kinda changes you. If you stay too long, the Netherrealm starts eating away at your soul. Take Scorpion, for example. He was once a man, but after being trapped in the Netherrealm for centuries, he became something else. That is the thing about the Netherrealm. The souls trapped here do not just suffer, they transform and end up reflecting their moral failures. Who are the inhabitants of this tortured realm? Okay guys, now let's take a look at who all the inhabitants of this realm are. It is filled with creatures that are demonic, undead warriors, and all sorts of nightmare fuel. Some of them are just mindless beasts who are wandering around in eternal torment, while others have both magic and intelligence, like the Shadow Wraiths and the Oni demons. The Oni are considered natives of the Netherrealm. They also do not have the ability to communicate with the other lifeforms in this realm. But Netherrealm is not just endless fire and suffering. It has massive fortresses, twisted demonic citadels, and battle arenas where some of the evilest warlords in the Mortal Kombat universe rule with an iron fist. Guys like Shinnok, the fallen Elder God of Death, and Quan Chi, the scheming sorcerer and very powerful necromancer who loves messing with people's souls, all come from this realm. Quan Chi also used to be an Oni, but there are some doubts about this. According to one of the demons from this realm, he is also a demon and was also apparently a part of the Brotherhood of Shadows, who also live here and are led by both Quan Chi and Noob Saibot. Scorpion is another character who is a part of the realm. He becomes a vengeful specter here after he ends up getting killed by Sub-Zero, and unlike the other inhabitants here who are either good or evil, he is neither, and he also has the capacity to not be affected by the realm too much. In Netherrealm, souls are not just floating around aimlessly, They are currency, power, and even food for its demonic inhabitants. Pretty horrible, right? In this realm, the damned do not just suffer, they literally fuel the place. It is a vicious, unforgiving world. And if you ever find yourself here, well, let's just say you probably made some very bad choices in life. What is the history of the Netherrealm? The Netherrealm's history is also kind of interesting. So, many years ago, there was a war between the gods in the Earthrealm. In the aftermath of this war, the fallen elder god Shinnok got himself banished straight to Netherrealm. It's not exactly a nice place to be banished to, right? Well, over time, he escaped his imprisonment, took down its ruler, Lucifer himself, and claimed the Netherrealm as his own. He straight up overthrew the devil. And, as if that was not enough, he decided to reshape the Netherrealm, giving it echoes of the Earthrealm, the world he had always wanted to rule. He used Netherrealm to invade Edenia, hoping to add another realm to his collection, but his scheme fell apart, and he got thrown back into where he started. Still, his efforts were not a total loss, because his old follower, Noob Saibot, ended up putting all that work to good use. How does the Netherrealm's atmosphere affect those who enter it? Imagine that there are rivers full of lava, jagged cliffs, and entire landscapes that are made of charred, crumbling ruins from civilizations that were wiped off the map. That is what it is like in this realm. It's like someone took all the worst disasters imaginable and used that as an inspiration for this realm. The very air itself is corruptive, twisting and warping anyone who stays too long. That is exactly what happened to Scorpion, who got stuck here so long that he basically became a vengeful hellspawn specter. And he's one of the lucky ones. For most things, just existing here is like pure torment. The air here is thick and suffocating, and it is filled with a soul-wrenching energy that seeps into you slowly over time. The longer you are exposed to it, the more it rots away your mind and body, warping you into something darker. Basically, it is a place where beings slowly decay into nothingness of diminishing life. The Netherrealm does not just trap you, it wears you down, twists you, and mutates you until you are completely unrecognizable from whatever you used to be. Over time, you lose yourself, your mind, your body, and even your soul starts breaking apart. Eventually, you're not even a person anymore. You become a wraith, a demon, or worse, just raw soul energy, fuel for new life. The Netherrealm does not just punish the people who end up there, it consumes them. And the longer they stay, the more they become part of the realm itself. How do souls enter the Netherrealm after death? So, when someone dies in Mortal Kombat, their story is not over. A part of them phases over into the Netherrealm. Now, whether everyone ends up there, or just the really wicked ones, well, that's kind of up for debate. The lore is not exactly crystal clear on that. Some lore suggests that all dead souls eventually end up here, that a part of them, often the darkest, most corrupted part, seems to pass into the Netherrealm. But some others suggest that this is not necessarily for everyone who dies. From what we have seen, it is mainly the souls of the wicked, the ones who have done some pretty terrible things during their lives. This process is kind of vague in the lore, so not every death ends up in the Netherrealm. The really bad ones seem like they go straight to the Netherrealm, where they are either tortured or transformed into something darker, like demons, wraiths, and other twisted entities. Some games hint that the Elder Gods actually reside here too. Pretty interesting, right? What strategic role does the realm play in series narratives? The Netherrealm is so much more than a spooky location in the Mortal Kombat universe. This realm's power plays a huge role in pushing the plot forward and creating conflict between the realms. It is where bad guys like Shinnok and Quan Chi can gain their strength, build armies of the dead, and come up with all kinds of schemes to conquer other realms, especially the Earthrealm. It is not just a place that is used for battles. They use the dark energy of the Netherrealm for all their plans. Now, let us talk about the rules of Mortal Kombat. We have already seen how the Elder God set up this whole system. A realm can only conquer another if they win 10 consecutive tournaments. Seems fair, right? But the Netherrealm constantly tries to bend these rules or find loopholes. For example, in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, Quan Chi does not follow the rules of the tournament. Instead, he uses the realm's energy and then raises an army of the undead. Instead of winning the tournament, he goes straight for an attack on the Earthrealm. In Mortal Kombat 10, things get even more interesting. The Netherrealm's influence has increased way more than simply messing with the souls. Shinnok's amulet, for example, is a thing that is packed with Netherrealm energy so powerful that it can actually poison the Earthrealm's life force. This takes the Netherrealm's corrupting presence to a whole new level. It basically makes it clear that it is not just about souls anymore. It can even affect the very essence of another realm. With the 2023 Mortal Kombat 1 timeline reset, we see more about the realm's influence. Kronokai uses its temporal instability to change history itself. She manipulates time by taking advantage of the chaos of the Netherrealm, basically playing with the fabric of time to achieve her goals. Does the Netherrealm have any unique materials, minerals, or energy sources that do not exist elsewhere? The Netherrealm definitely has its own mystical energy going on, and one of the most dangerous elements there is Hellfire. This is not your average fire, it is a mystical force that can actually incinerate souls. Even supernatural entities are not safe from its wrath. If someone gets caught in this Hellfire, well, let's just say things will end badly for them. The Netherrealm also has these dark metals and cursed minerals hidden around its fiery landscape. These are not just regular rocks. All these are used to make some really powerful weapons and armor that are demonic. Pretty wild, right? How does Netherrealm corrupt or alter the physiology of those who spend too much time there? Okay guys, now let's talk about how exposure to the Netherrealm's energy can seriously mess with those who are there for too long. It can change them physically, mentally break them down, and even corrupt their soul. I mean, we are talking about changes like them getting charred skin, glowing eyes, or even superhuman strength. It's like this weird, twisted process that turns regular people into something else entirely. As time goes by, even the toughest warriors can find themselves enslaved by the Netherrealm's dark forces, and it's honestly scary to think about how much this place can change someone. This realm is all about constant change, and every single person here is basically a walking example of this. Take Ashra. She's a demon who wants to purge her demonic side, which is pretty weird because, well, you would think a demon would just embrace their demonic nature, right? But she wants to get rid of her demon side. If she got rid of it, she would just vanish because what she is a demon, right? But that's not the case. Then we have Draman. He was not born a demon, but after being wicked in life and spending so much time in the Netherrealm after his death, he got turned into one. The Netherrealm really has a way of changing people, whether they want it or not. Is there any possible way to escape the Netherrealm once trapped there? Escaping the Netherrealm is tough, but not entirely impossible. There are a few ways out, though they are not exactly easy, like dark magic rituals, portals, or, a little help from powerful beings. For example, Quan Chi in Mortal Kombat 4 figured out a way to exploit a loophole to bring back Shinnok. Instead of bringing him back to Earthrealm, he summoned him to Outworld. Shinnok could not make it back to Earth without his amulet, so Quan Chi made a deal with some Edenian traders, tricking Queen Sindel into accepting a cursed gift, which pretty much opened a gateway between Edenia and the Netherrealm. But the sad truth is this: for most poor souls who end up in the Netherrealm, escape is something that is not possible. They either get totally consumed by the realm's corrupting energy or end up being bound to it forever. Marvelous verdict. Well guys, with that, we come to an end of yet another video. The Netherrealm has surely served as an important part of the Mortal Kombat universe. Now, we want to hear from you more about this. What do you guys think about its influence? What are your thoughts on the way it changes its inhabitants? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed watching this, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.